Not a lot of people has been talking about this ceramic coating lately, and I decided to go ahead and coat my mobile detailing van with this product. Now, before I go ahead and show it to you, let me show you some highlights of the paint enhancement process and also the decal installation. I'm Jax from Pristine Auto Lab, and welcome back to the channel. This combo here, killer, killer combo. The Neo Flex gear driven with a ammo finishing pad and ammo compound. Let me show you what I am talking about. Here we go. Unfinished. Finished. Unfinished. Finished. All right, guys, so I just finished applying the decals on my mobile detailing van, and I'm very satisfied with the results. And here's what's going to happen next. Do you see what I have here? Check this out. That's right, Cerakote ceramic coating. Now you're thinking, okay, he's gonna go ahead, apply Cerakote version number 2, and then come up with videos in the future to update us with performance and all that good stuff. Part of it is right, but the part that you are getting it wrong is that this is actually the version number 1. That's right, I still have this. So here's what happened. I got this product right when they launched, actually. During that time, Pan the organizer, I'm pretty sure you guys know who he is, right? He had posted a video where he announced that if you were a professional mobile detailer and you wanted to try this product out, that you could go into Circle's website and submit an application, and that's what I did. And at that time, they sent me this product. Okay, so I have this since they launched, but never used it. Why? Probably most of you already know, but if you don't know, there was a lot of controversy about the quality of this product. There was some issues with the curing process of this coating, and the coating was failing, and then all these detailers on YouTube were talking bad stuff about the product. So long story short, I was scared of using it. So I ended up not using, because I do this for a living, right? I'm not just applying ceramic coating on my own vehicle or a friend's vehicle just to shoot videos. No, my main work is a professional detailer. So I didn't want to offer a product to a customer that was not good, potentially. So ended up not using. Fast forward, Cerakote released version number 2. So I reached out to Cerakote. I said, hey, I have version number 1. I submitted an application with you guys back then. Would you be able to send me version number 2? And he said, of course. And here it is. Okay, I have version number 2. So during my conversation with them, I asked them, okay, so version number 1 can go to trash now, right? And they were like, no, you can actually use it. I was like, oh, really? Okay. What do I have to do? What's the issue with the curing effect, with the product failing? And they were like, use it at a warm temperature. Make sure you do all the steps prior to applying the coating, and you should still be okay with it. So I was like, okay. So that's why I decided to keep it. Now, still, didn't find an opportunity to apply on a client's vehicle, and version number 1 doesn't exist anymore. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna apply on my mobile detailing van. I'm gonna apply it, I'm gonna test it, I'm gonna post future videos to see if, this product is really that bad. Because, I like to give them the benefit of the doubt, because Cerakote is a very well-established USA company. So people make mistakes, but if they tell you, like, no, you can still keep it and use it, you can trust them, So I'm gonna trust them. I'm gonna apply on my van. I'm not gonna apply on a customer's vehicle, because number 1, this product doesn't exist anymore. Number 2, customers' vehicles is a different story. If something happens down the line and it fails, then that's going to be a lot of headache for me. So, and I don't want that. I value my customers more than anything. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply on my vehicle, and then we'll test it and see if, like, everything that was said during that time makes sense or not. Now, to show you guys that I do have version number 1 and number 2, let me show you real quick. By the way, I love their packaging. Their packaging is like top notch, like professional grade type of packaging, with the magnets and then hard case, like this foam, which is super nice. So version number 1 had the black bottle. Here it is, guys. And still sealed. It was kept in a controlled environment. Okay, so I don't feel like the product is bad because, it has been sitting for too long, but we'll see. We'll find out. Here's version number 2. which, by the way, I will have a video coming up soon with a review of this product. I feel like Cerakote deserves some credit, some level of credit. So here, version number two is a frosted bottle. So I'm just trying to find the perfect moment to apply version number two. So I'm not going to show you the entire process of applying. I'm just going to give you highlights. And again, by the way, the vehicle is prepped. I have washed, decontaminated. I have panel prepped with clean by panel prep, because why not, Since Pan the Organizer was the guy who kind of like introduced Cerakote to me, I just like to keep everything in-house. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, apply, show you guys some highlights, and then we'll take some photos the next day, see how it looks. And then later on in the future, I'll post videos giving you guys update with regards of durability. Now, before I go ahead and start applying, let me just go over a few more things with you guys. First of all, I was reading the application guide and I decided that I'm gonna follow the instructions to the dot. And when I say like to the dot, it's like I'm gonna use crosshatch pattern. I'm going to apply the coating and wait for 5 minutes before I start leveling and buffing. That's right, 5 minutes. They say like wait for 5 minutes, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, the curing effect is a sweating effect, so of course I'm gonna assume that by the time that I waited 5 minutes, I'm gonna be seeing that happening. If not, then probably most likely something's wrong with the product. So if that happens, then probably I'm gonna stop. Okay. Now, also, the weather is at 72 degrees Fahrenheit, so perfect weather. And I am in my studio, so there's no sunlight. After applying the decals, I actually went over all the surfaces again with the panel prep here. Okay, so the vehicle is ready to receive the ceramic coating. I can guarantee you that. Okay, so if it fails, it's not going to be an installation issue. It's going to be a product issue. So I'm gonna start with the hood. Here's the bottle. They said shake it for at least 30 seconds, and that's what I'm gonna do. Let's activate the formula, right? Also, I'm gonna be inspecting with my brand new coating applicator light from Next LED. This is an awesome light. I have a video, which I'm gonna have a link in the description down below, that I released right before they launched it. And this is a great light source for coding application, guys. Yeah. So if you're interested, you can actually get 15% off. All you have to do is go to mynextled.com and then use my promo code Pristine Auto at checkout, and you get 15% off not only for this product but all the products on their catalog from the original price. So great deal, guys. Let's pop this bottle open. Here we go. Brand new. Apply a little amount. They send you 2 bottles, so I have plenty of product, guys. So I'm gonna do, let's do half and half, or first panel. So I'm gonna do just a small section here. One more time. Oops. Oh, don't drop that on the floor. If you do, that's the end of it. That is the end of it. Okay, here we go. Crosshatch, crosshatch, crosshatch. I'll be back with you guys in 5 minutes. In the meantime, I'm just gonna keep my eyes on it. All right, guys, so it has been literally 5 minutes, and let me show you the curing effect. It's acting as it should according to their guide. So here it is. It is sweating, as you can see. There you go. So ready to be leveled. A little grabby at first. Okay. Now let's do a final buff. So here's what I'm gonna do next, because you have to wait for 5 minutes, and 5 minutes feels like an eternity sometimes. So I'm going to do a whole panel at a time. So I'm gonna do the entire hood, then wait 5 minutes, and then level, and then move on to other panels. Do like one whole panel at a time, unless it is like a really large panel. Of course, the roof probably I'm gonna do in two sections. Yes, I'm gonna do the roof in two sections, and I'll give you guys highlights here and there, and then we'll see how it looks 24 hours later. So I just finished coding the driver door, and I'm actually gonna change plans. I said that I was going to follow the instructions to the dot, but here's what I've noticed. Based on my experience using other coatings, um, the difference here is that even though I'm waiting 5 minutes for it to cure, and I see the rainbowing effect and all that good stuff, still feels very tacky when I'm leveling. So I feel like I'm wiping off the product, and it's not like it's sticking to the panel. So that might be the issue. I don't know. I'm just going to wait longer. So instead of waiting 5 minutes, I'm kind of gonna wait, like play it by ear, but maybe like I'm gonna try 7 minutes or 10 minutes, and I'm gonna keep monitoring and see how it feels if I let it sit for a little longer. I'm gonna give 10 minutes, yeah. I feel like I still have plenty of time here. So another 7 minutes here, and then 10 minutes here. All right, guys, so it has been 10 minutes. So let me give you guys a close up. There it is. Sweating effect. Now it feels less tacky. Still tacky on the leveling process, but not as tacky as it felt when I was waiting only 5 minutes. So I think I can do that moving forward. All right, guys, so I have just finished ceramic coating my mobile detailing van with Cerakote version number 1. Here it is. Now, before I go ahead and fast forward to tomorrow and show you the final results, let's talk about the application process so you understand uh, what I think about it. Okay. Now, as you can see, I have both bottles. They are both open and they are both empty. So I went through both bottles in order to coat my mobile detailing van. And I feel like it must be designed like that because otherwise, why would they send you two bottles, right? Especially for the price point. It kind of felt a little watered down when I was applying the same amount that I'm used to applying with other coatings. So it wasn't covering as much area as other cutting coatings does. So I had to ended up using more. Now, all of it, right? But actually, I had some left. So what I did was that towards the end, when I was like doing the passenger door, the passenger front fender, I kind of started to manage. And then by the time that I finished, I noticed that I had more left. So I reapplied on the passenger door, on the front passenger fender, and also on the engine hood because that was the first panel that I tried. So I was very cautious about it. I didn't use much. So I reapplied there. So then I ran completely out of it. Flashing is that sweating effect, as you saw. Now, what caught my attention the most was the curing timing. Okay, they say wait 5 minutes, and when I was waiting 5 minutes and started to level the coating down, it felt very tacky. So I felt like I needed to wait longer. So that's what I ended up doing, like I said before. So instead of 5 minutes, I waited 10 minutes. Now I don't know if that's um, related to the problem with the coating or related to the weather or both combined. My weather, like I said earlier, is at 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and to me, it's perfect weather for applying ceramic coating. But maybe if you're applying this on a warmer environment, the curing process would be faster, right? So I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I just was very cautious because I really want this to work. I want to see where, like, try to figure out what the problem here is. I did what I felt like I needed to do in order to get a good application, and hopefully this will work out. Now, if you want to see what's going to happen with this coating on my mobile detailing van, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification notice because I will definitely come up with future videos where I'm going to test for chemical resistance, water behavior like beading, sheeting effect, see how much is glowing after a while, and all that good stuff. All right. So before I fast forward to tomorrow, let me say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, guys. Cheers.